She said it was a birthmark, but I'm pretty sure it was a penis.
Oh my God, it's like freezing out here.
That's a great idea.
Hey guys, I got dibs on the genius. Oh.
$10, buddy.
What are you talking about? Those girls didn't have to pay.
It's ladies' night. Girls don't have to pay.
Yeah, but slow down. I'm a human being.
You're also man.
You don't even make me feel like a person, you know that? You're a lady. Hi, I'm TV's Jon Dore. And as a white heterosexual male, I am sick and tired of being discriminated against. I thought we lived in a society free of ignorance. I mean, why did Martin X refuse to give up his seat at the front of the plane? Hey? You know what? I'm going to put an end to discrimination once and for all, first thing tomorrow. Good morning, feminist.
My name's Judy.
My name is John. I was at a bar last night, and it was ladies' night, which meant that ladies got in free and men had to pay. Were you aware that women are getting special treatment?
Yeah, I'm aware, but it's not special treatment for women. It's special
it is.
No, it isn't. It's
They don't have to pay, and men do.
Yeah, but why is that? Why do you go to the bar?
Pick up chicks, drink beer.
Exactly.
Bring the bitches home with me.
Don't use that word.
Home?
Bitches. It's a bad word. Don't use it. At least not while I'm here, okay?
But I hear it in songs all the time, like bring your bitches and your hoes.
You hear hoes, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
that's saying
not...
all women are bitches and whores.
I don't think they mean it like all women are bitches.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Sorry, my phone's ringing, honestly. Sorry, guys. Hello?
It's just rude.
What up, bitches? Yeah, I'll see you later tonight, ho. All right. My mom, she's on vacation.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Okay, so the reason they let the women in free is so guys like you will find women when you go into the bar.
Why do women go to bars? To meet men.
Yeah, but not as many single women go to bars as single men, because a lot of women don't like getting hit on by guys like you.
Guys like me?
Yeah.
I'm a courteous gentleman.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I was making assumptions.
You're very sexy when you're confident like that.
Yeah, right.
If I get a boner, just don't worry. Okay?
Did you really say that?
Yeah?
To me?
You're very confident. Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't mind that.
Could I try on your glasses?
Sure.
Do you mind?
Yeah, but they're pretty strong. You might get dizzy.
No, I'll be fine. They just look really, really neat. I'm a feminist.
That
Thank
was
you.
kind of rude.
I was just joking.
I know you're not too bright, but I didn't think you were mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you're talking about picking up bitches in the bar, so...
Oh, don't use that word, please.
Yeah, okay, so
Dames.
I didn't like that.
Dames.
Women. What's wrong with women?
Well, a lot of things. One thing I don't like about them is that they get into bars for free when men have to pay.
You can't let that go.
What do we need to do? I mean, do we need to give women the right to vote? Would that make them happy?
I think they already have the right to vote.
No, I mean in an election.
Women have had that right quite a while.
Then why is there a problem?
Like, women still get paid 80% to $1 for men.
They're not at work as long.
Who says?
They've got to make lunches for the kids, and they've got to iron. By the time they get to work, they're probably a little late.
I can't believe someone your age still thinks that way.
Progressively?
That's not progressive. That's like in the 1950s. You know, when I was 21 years old, I got turned down for a job because I was a woman. They said the men swear in the newsroom and they wouldn't be comfortable with a woman there.
Well, some jobs, I guess, women still can't have, right? Based on...
Cleaning a men's washroom?
Well, that I'd be fine with. I guess astronaut, probably not good.
Women, there are women astronauts.
Well, not driving the thing.
You don't think women drive as well as men?
Wow, it's fact, right?
No, it's not.
It's
just
not?
the opposite. Young men are the worst
But then
drivers.
why do I think that women are the worst drivers?
Because of sexism.
So a woman could drive the space shuttle and it wouldn't crash into the moon.
Absolutely.
Wow, okay, I'm glad we're having this chat. There's so much I don't know.
Oh, well, it's good to hear you say that.
So are other kinds of people discriminated against as well?
Yeah, people are discriminated against because of their race, their religion, their sexuality, sometimes their age.
Wow. I thought it was just white heterosexual males like me that had it so tough. It sounds like a lot of people are being discriminated against. I think I know what I need to do. Thanks, feminist.
You're welcome.
Later, me lady. If I'm going to end discrimination, I need to understand all the different ways in which people are discriminated against. All of them. Excuse me. Do you have the time?
I don't.
You don't have the time?
I don't have a watch.
Because I'm fat, right? No one wants to walk in the street with me because I'm a fat Asian black person with red hair and I'm blind with a snake as a tail, eh? Oh, you're taking a photo of me because I'm so exotic and different? Oh. What's wrong? You've never seen anyone like me before? Is my snake tail scaring you? Is that it? Do you have the time? No one wants to help a fat person up? White man took the time from us. That's the problem. Help me up. I'm fat. What are you looking at? Oh, am I that different to you? I see you. Oh! Half of me can't vote. You can't vote. That's 1.5 people that should be able to change the world, and we can't. Wait, I'm not. Oh, man, I got an itchy gun. Oh, you've never seen a fat man rub his gun before? Racist. Unbelievable. People judge me based on my appearance. And if they only took the time to get to know me, they'd find out that I am genuinely really good looking. God, people can be so cruel. I wonder why people make assumptions.
Do you need help with your finances? Call Goldberg and Rothstein. We'll help you consolidate your debt. Collectors can be so overbearing and nagging. You'd think your mother was calling you.
Jews. They're always on television. Oh my God. Why would I say something like that? That's it. Stereotypes. Media and television reinforce harmful stereotypes that teach us to make assumptions about people. Well, I'm going to put a stop to that. That's a Jon Dore guarantee. No more stereotypes.
Okay, you got sound but no picture. Gonna let her cool down for a few days. You're so sorry. What the fuck is all the noise? Oh, shit. Hey, black dude. Storm. Kick your ass, cat-eating bitch. Your mama don't teach you?
We'll be right back.
So what happened, Diane, was this. We've got a low coming in from the south.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
It's great out now. But you know what I always say? If it starts out...
Excuse me, are you a member of the media?
I am. I'm just in the middle of...
That's for reinforcing stereotypes, you dirty Hey. Oh, Friday looks like it's going to be a good day. So... Marianne, you are a media professor, and I am on a mission to end discrimination. And I have a funny feeling that stereotypes contribute to discrimination. Thoughts?
Well, I think you're right. When you make assumptions about people based on what they look like or based on their culture, and those assumptions usually come from a lack of real information, then you're forming a stereotype, and that is discrimination.
You know who does that a lot? Mexicans.
So you're stereotyping Mexican people?
No, I'm just saying that the Mexicans I know stereotype a lot.
How many Mexicans do you know?
Well, they all do it.
How do you know that?
Well, these two do. So why wouldn't it be any different?
You're generalizing.
Oh, my God. This is harder than I thought.
Does that come from something that you...
It's okay, though. Mexican people can't afford cable. They're not watching.
Another stereotype.
I just did it again. Why am I stereotyping people? I don't want to.
Can it come from where you grew up, what you were taught when you grew up?
I was taught, love the Lord, and everything will fall into place.
How's that working for you?
I don't believe in him anymore. What kind of stereotypes do you see frequently reinforced by the media?
Everything. Because it's impossible not to. Every show you watch, whether it's the news, whether it's...
Never watch it.
Never watch the news.
Yeah.
Whether it is a reality show. Those shows are cast for specific types of people that fit a stereotype.
How come everyone with their own television show is so good looking?
Because the people that produce the television shows think that the audience wants to see people that are good looking.
Oh, yeah.
They choose you for your great looks, John, because
Oh,
they
you
think
mean
that
me?
possibly. Well,
Thank you,
beautiful
bud.
blue eyes. Look at you. So the producers probably thought flocks of women would watch this show if we have a tall, handsome man like Jon Dore on it.
Well, we only wish, but it's actually really stoned men with their pants down at night.
Well, that's too bad.
It really is, because I would like to have some women come up to me on the street and say, I like your show, want to make love to me. And I would say, yes, I do. I would say, thank you, and yes, I do. Let's go make love. And I say make love because it's a lot classier than saying, I want to be balls deep in you. Do you know what I mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Congratulations, by the way.
On?
Being able to vote.
You didn't know women could vote?
Well, I found out.
How did you find out?
I was talking to a feminist today.
And did you judge her on being a feminist?
No, I would never. Nice cans, but I would never, judge.
If you saw her on television, would you watch?
Depends what else is on. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Could be some good sports programming.
And then you're fitting the stereotype of?
Watch your tongue.
So,
Watch your tongue, lady. Okay?
But that's...
You're judging people right now.
Well, and so are you.
So I'm trying to get rid of stereotypes, but I am a stereotype?
I think we all fit someone else's stereotype.
I think I have a solution, okay? Why don't we reverse those stereotypes? For instance, how about an ad campaign that features an Asian female race car driver selling motor oil? 2 birds, 1 stone with this one.
And what's the stereotype you're overturning?
Notoriously, women and Asian people are branded as bad drivers. That is a stereotype, and that sickens me to the core.
So do you think...
Now a woman is selling motor oil, people will start to think, oh my God, women and Asians are great drivers. Even though they're not, but we could end discrimination.
You're doing that thing again, John, where you're bringing your own stereotype to your attempt to reverse stereotyping.
Settle down. How about this?
Okay. A man with no arms dealing cards.
Yeah, let's just pass on that one. However... Huh? I want to show the photo because you never see black people portraying centaurs.
Why would black people care if they're being portrayed as half man, half horse?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they? Guys, Martin Luther King is rolling over in his grave right now.
It's Martin.
I thought you were Michael.
Martin Luther King.
Okay, whatever. The point is, why should white people get acting roles as centaurs when black people are just as capable? Think of the money.
He actually has a point.
Thank you.
Cut.
Dude, that was great. Thanks very much. You know what we usually do? Hire white people to portray our writers. You guys were top shelf.
Fuck you.
Well, what do you think of my new ad campaign to end discrimination?
I think that you may be changing one set of stereotypes for another set of stereotypes.
This is pointless. Yeah, that's right. White people litter too. Oh my God. Hey, what's wrong? Did you lose your parents?
I went to the fair, but I wasn't allowed on a ride because I'm too short.
But that's discrimination. Why is the fair so unfair? You know what? It's not your fault. You didn't ask to be a mutant. Looks like someone could use a nap. Here. Let me be really nice. Let's have a lullaby. There you go.
You're a fully grown person of less than average height. You're just a tiny little version, and babe, you're out of sight. Now dream of things that you can do that others cannot, like on the outside you might be small, but on the inside your heart is 8 feet tall.
Why do we have to be so different? That seems to be at the root of all this discrimination stuff. I mean, if everyone looked the same, I bet no one would feel left out. I'm a genius. I hope the raccoons don't get you. Hey, Chris. Thanks for taking some time to chat with me.
You're welcome.
It's a lollipop. I stole it from a kid in an alleyway. Chris, you're a microbiologist. What exactly does that mean?
Microbiology is the study of microorganisms, for example, bacteria.
That's it?
Yeah, I find it very interesting.
So, as a super nerd, you must have put up with your fair share of discrimination. Huh. Right?
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe in high school.
What do you know about genes?
A gene is a section of your DNA. They influence how someone will grow and develop, as well as what someone will look like.
I'm going to stop you, because that's what I want to talk about. Have you ever thought that if we all looked the same, there wouldn't be any discrimination? Remember what you used to feel in high school?
Yeah, except
Can
that...
we pause for another moment to reflect on my genius?
Okay.
That should do. Okay, what do you know about cloning?
Cloning is a scientific method where you can replicate a cell or an organism.
Centaur. What?
It's a scientific method where you replicate a cell or an organism.
Hi. This is what I'm talking about. I would love to start cloning people.
I don't think you...
If everyone looked the same, no one would feel discriminated against.
As far as I know, you can't clone humans.
What do you mean?
You can't clone humans.
Well, what have we cloned?
We've been able to clone bacteria.
Oh, yeah, let's make more of that. So what you're telling me is that we've never been able to clone another person?
That we haven't been able to.
So science isn't going to help me end discrimination? I mean, I brought you a lollipop. Thanks, science.
Come on, think, John, think. Science clearly isn't going to help, and you have to end discrimination. Oh, my God, my brain just shit out an idea, and my head wasn't wearing a diaper. Stay tuned. Well, hello, everyone. My name is TV's Jon Dore, and I am a white heterosexual male. But no, I am not going to blow up a building in Oklahoma City. That is a stereotype. And with your help, we are going to end discrimination and stereotyping once and for all. Now, allow me to draw your attention to the blackboard. Pardon me, the African American board. I have come to a conclusion using the following equation. People plus differences equal hate. It's not hard to understand. You see, when people are different, we hate them. And that's a fact. I've done minutes of research, so trust me. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, oh, Mr. TV's Jon Dore. Oh, will there ever be hope for civilization? Of course there will. Using improvisational mathematic techniques, I came to the following conclusion. People plus sameness equals equal. It's really rather simple. When we see someone different, we discriminate. Therefore, hence, and even ergo. The solution is, anyone? Anyone? No? Let me tell you. We must become the same if we want to end discrimination. Allow me to demonstrate. Gentlemen, these are my neighbors, Jamal and Mr. Fong. How are you, Mr. Fong?
Am I?
It's great. Take the robes off, guys. Jamal and Mr. Fong are wearing identical flesh-colored bodysuits. When worn, it makes its owner a genderless white person. Now, let's watch them interact. It's goddamn beautiful, isn't it? The world can one day become a paradise of togetherness. With your help, we can end discrimination once and for all. There are factories with supplies ready to make these suits. And following my presentation, there are trains that will take us to these factories. And together, we can all create one pure race of people. I need... Jesus Christ, I can't breathe. They're suffocating, help me! Everyone, stop where you are! No, stop! Stop right now! This does not look good! Don't tell anyone what happened! Please, just relax!
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
Stop right now! Wait!
A sinister hate speech at a downtown middle school delivered by TV's Jon Dore has many people calling him a Nazi.
A Nazi. Hello, I'm white. Well, I learned a lot. I learned that we're never going to get along, so there's no point in trying. All I wanted to do was create one pure race of people. But apparently I ended up sounding like Hitler. I don't know, some French chick. Oh, I came dangerously close to exterminating 2 of my neighbors, but thankfully only Jamal died. But most importantly, I learned that as a white heterosexual male, I have never truly experienced discrimination. So I have no business talking about it. I'm Jon Dore. Thanks for watching television. Ooh, the credits.